Okay everyone, I've been asked a few times about my setup on my helmet, and today I thought I'd go through and tell you exactly how I set it up and what I use, including all my video equipment that I've currently got. So what we'll do is I'll lower the camera and we'll go through it. Right, okay, so I've got my HJC R11 here. The only problem I find with this helmet is it's very airy, so the wind noise on it can be a bit much. So let's have a look. Right, on the side here I've got my Freecon 4, so I can talk to John or Ant if he's with us, or anybody else. If I move the chin curtain, here, I don't know whether you can see that, is the microphone for my communications unit, and here is my external mic for my GoPro, and as you can see it's got a dead cat, which is really irritating because it gets in your mouth. And so I'll put that back in. What I use for my vlogging camera is the GoPro Hero Session 5. Now the reason I use this is basically because of the size of it. It's nice and small. I don't get the buffeting or anything like that as I do with my Hero 5 Black. So it's just the size, the reason I use it over the other GoPro. Just put it on, made up an arm for it, and I also use these little Allen head bolts rather than the big thumb screws that you get with GoPro, just because it tidies it up a lot more. And once it's adjusted, it's set and forget really. I don't really need to worry about it. So what you do is clip that in like so, and that's all set. The only issue is, because of the size, is the battery life. Now I've got around that by having these. Now these are slimline 2000 milliamp batteries, and they will literally give me 5 times the recording that I would normally get with just the GoPro on its own. So if I'm going out and I'm only going to do a little bit of recording, I'll use one. If I know I've got a lot of shooting to do, just an extra bit of Velcro and stick it to the side. Now that still doesn't give me no more resistance. In fact, it's still less resistance than the normal GoPro would give me on the front. The issue comes when you want to run an external microphone. Now I'm using the adapter at the minute on my Hero 5 Black, which I'm recording on at the minute. Now what I do is, it's a little box with a lead on, and it also has a USB-C input on it. So I run that from there into the GoPro, and then my external mic into the adapter, as well as this lead, so it charges as I'm using it. The other thing that I use if I'm not on the bike and I'm recording is, at the minute I'm using my Hero 5 Black, which technically is only the GoPro Hero 2018, but because I wanted the 4K and I wanted to be able to shoot in 1080-60, I downloaded the firmware for the Hero 5 Black, so I can do that now. Just having the 60 frames a second makes everything a bit smoother, especially when you're on your bike and stuff like that. So all the video settings I use on my GoPro I will put up here somewhere for you. Okay, and when I'm doing the walkarounds on the bikes, I normally use my mobile phone. The only problem with that is trying to hold a bit of paper with all the details on it and my phone. It either goes all over the show like that, or so what I've done is I purchased a DJI Osmo Mobile 2 gimbal. So now what you do is you open it up, place your phone inside, turn it on, like so, and it allows me now to smoothly go around the bike, focus on pieces and my hand's not getting in the way. That's another thing. It's so easy to press stop on the record button on the phone that it can be a nightmare. So yeah, that's another bit of kit we've got. So what else I've got is on the GoPro that I'm filming on now, I use a newer light box, so as you can see, it's a bit washed out at the minute, but it gives a nice natural light. That comes with a frosted screen, and this one, so let me take that out. You get a plain frosted and one for more of a warm light. So I've got them. I use a Rode Video Micro on the GoPro I'm filming with now. That's sat on a cheap eBay tripod, which is fine. And then when I'm doing my editing, I use a 2011 Apple Mac Mini that I bought cheap, but then I put a 1TB SSD in it, and it's got 16 gig of RAM, which is plenty. And I've also got a Western Digital Passport 4TB external hard drive that I can store all my videos on. So yeah, I hope that's answered a few questions anyway. It's only a quick video. I hope you're all having a nice week and looking forward to the bank holiday weekend. I know it's supposed to be really good weather, and I'll catch you again on the next one. Okay, bye for now.